How's she going right there, eh? It's Denis here from Denis Loge Outdoors. Back up at the woodlot. I just thought I'd give a cabin site update, I guess. Haven't really made many videos lately. I haven't been up here. Anyhow, so that's kind of what's going on. I'll just give you a little panoramic view. Yeah. So that's the boat launch. Got a pile of logs there. Got to move. Last time I was up, got the raft back in the water. The wife and I tried the paddle boat out a few days ago. It actually worked out pretty good. Yeah, and this here's the pad, the pad for the base of the cabin. Got a bunch of wood I got to move out of the way. So right in here, this is the base. This here has all been trenched out and filled in with large boulders. See, there's a little oak tree growing right there. For the future fireplace. So what I was thinking of doing is pouring a concrete pad on there once the log cabin is started, and then get a hold of somebody and get some bricklayer, mason type guy to put the fireplace in with concrete blocks, and then I'm thinking of encasing the outside with like round field stone or beach stone, like these rocks. I have piles and piles of rocks like this all along the road. So that's what I was thinking of using. So the cabin, log cabin portion is going to be about 18 feet by 20 feet. So right there where that little concrete block is, all the way to this concrete block is 20 feet. And then all the way over there to that concrete block is 18 feet. So hopefully this fall, the plan is I'm going to make some concrete pads 2 feet by 2 feet by 10 inches thick, and I'm going to have 4 on this side, 4 in the middle, and then another 4 over here on this end. On this side, soon I'm going to get rid of all this wood. This is just extra boards and cedar stuff. That's the only place I kind of had to lay it while I was doing the little deck on this outdoor kitchen. Kind of that's what that's looking like. Decided that wood stove, the electric stove that we're going to use as a wood stove is going to come out of there. I'm either going to put a smoker or some type of other grill pit type of thing. That's the other portion there, the rocket stove. So the rocket stove's been working pretty good. And then over here will be set up like a little grilling section. And this here's the chuck wagon table. So it's on a leg. Once we figure out exactly how deep the shelves are, there's another shelf that's going to go in that. So then the steel table just goes up, and it'll just bolt up in there, lock, and try to keep all our stuff away from the critters and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's kind of the deal there. We got some little solar lights kind of set up. Got an old cast iron sink. I got that set in that spot temporarily just to see if we kind of like that. I have to hook the drains up, and I'll run the drain down there somewhere. And the plan is here shortly. Plans, got lots of plans. So way up on the mountain, it's kind of hard to see, but halfway up that mountain where we have an apple orchard. The last video I was up there on the apple orchard. There's actually a spring up by our pond, and I want to tap into that spring and run it all the way down here. I believe there's a minimum 70 feet in elevation drop. So I think I worked it out, thought it was going to be about 20 pounds pressure, which would be nice. I did have a spring hole dug down in here, which I don't think I'm going to use now, because I'd rather have the spring water come down from the mountain. And in the next couple of days, the plan is I got to dig all of this stuff here out. I got a bunch of topsoil piled up. I have a couple of pine logs just in here that I'm going to rip out. That's why I get the trailer and the backhoe here today. I got to rip 3 or 4 logs out. I have to mill them out for my dad. And these small little scrubby trees are going to get ripped out with the backhoe in the next few days. And I'm going to put a gravel base in there, because I'm actually getting a travel trailer from my dad. And we're going to put a travel trailer in here in this spot, so that we can have a nicer little spot to set in and to use while we're up here. So yeah, so the back end, there's a bump out. We'll probably stop right about here somewhere. So then in this little spot, that's where the travel trailer will be. These little trees in here, I'm going to rip those out. And then I'll eventually open this up so I have a better view of the lake. And then eventually this little shack will get pulled somewhere else, so that I can use that. I use that for hunting, and I do have a bed in there. I do stay in there. I can sleep in. Oh, get bitten by a horsefly. Perfect. So that's kind of the plan. So today, like, I'm going to get these logs going. I got a couple of pine logs on that pile, and I'm going to haul that out. The last milling I did for Dad was pine, so might as well do the whole thing in pine. And he doesn't need all that much left, so that's what I wanted to do, is haul that out of there. Maybe look at ripping a few of these trees out. Yeah, nice day. It's actually getting a little toasty. Not bad. The bugs aren't too bad today. A lot of blueberries. We're here in this pile of junk. Got a bunch of blueberries right in here. Eventually that pile of logs will be out of there. I was going to put the trailer down in here, but I thought it'd be kind of a pain bringing it down this lower spot and eventually moving it. This is all blueberries in here too. Little shot down the lake. Yeah, so we own all that property on that side, and then all the way down, pretty well on both sides, except for way down at the very end. There's a camp down at that end, and his property kind of goes on a slash. Yeah, so a couple years ago we bought the property over there. You can just see there's a little roadway, and that goes on a slash, kind of on an angle. Yeah, and then we own all the way on the other side of that big mountain. I think it's about 300, close to 350 acres in total. And then it's hard to see over there. That's where a lot of my stuff I got stored. That's where we come in. And the beavers have been having it dammed up, the road, the bridge. So I've been having to use the backhoe tractor to rip that out so I can drive in here. And but every time I leave and come back, they've got it all dammed up again. And normally this water has been a little bit higher. It's been up to just to the bottom of that paddle boat. It's like one of those things. I like to have the water nice and deep, but if I have a hard time driving in here, and if that dam ever blows out, it's going to kind of mess everything up for us. Anyhow, just a quick little update. Anyhow, if you could like, share, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. That's the end there, eh?